Well, the old Century 4, the programmable kiln. So I know that it's 6 o'clock right now in the evening. So program 3. So ramp, what ramp means is how it's going to burn, and I'm going to have it go full throttle to 300, and then hold there for 1 hour. That hardens up the plaster and gets the wax really loose and out, and nothing's really majorly happening. And then ramp at 950 degrees, not 2000 degrees, but 950 degrees an hour to 750 degrees. That's when stuff happens. That's when the investments really hardens up and the wax really kind of melts out and goes away. Okay, and then we hold that for an hour, and then ramp 3 is at 950 again, not like a major heat, but the 950. Hey, you guys, I'm trying to make a video. And then it'll go up to 1350. And then I'll hold that. That's where everything I'll hold that for 3 hours. And then ramp 4 is full down to 1050. And that's my casting temperature. And I'll hold that for 5 hours and 55 minutes by the looks of it. This way, anywhere in between that, like after an hour of holding it at that temperature, I know that it's at 1050. It's good to go, but it'll hold that so that 4 hours later, if I'm busy in the shop or making breakfast or going for a walk, I come back into the studio, the oven's ready, I'm ready. And then the last one is ramp to 0, then start, then delay. That's the delay function. And I know it's 6 o'clock at night. I want to start at midnight, so I needed to go 6 hours from now. And again, it's not rocket science. So, okay, that's 7 hours. That's a little too much. I was talking instead of... Okay, look at that. 604. Once, twice. Okay, that's delay. So now, I'm going to show you doing the flask. So you know the flasks are all marked. That's the holders, that's the pins, that's the MC pins, number 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scribe these. Well, good afternoon, good evening. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm out in the studio with a really dirty shirt on. I've assembled my team. Hi, sweetie. How you guys doing? I'm feeding them little treats. Yummies. Yummy sweet potato treats. Hi, you guys. Who wants one? Okay. You think you'd be up to see who wants one? No, you guys want? No, look at the two of you. You're like bookends. You know what? I should turn the camera. I'm going to try to edit this so that we can actually see them, because they're just too cute. Who wants a treat? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Where are you? Hey, Tippy. Tippy, look at Tippy's hiding behind me. Wants a treat. And then, I know Tia's in here too. Oh, excuse me. I know Tia's in here too, so we have to give her a treat because she's just a dog. Tia. And then, you're a piglet, you know. Come on, Tia. Oh. Okay, so I've edited that so that you actually get to see my cute little girls. Okay, did you see that? Isn't that great? They're just wonderful. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Remember, I'm trying to tell you my videos are entertaining. They're not a classroom. I'm not a classroom. This ain't a classroom. This ain't where I'm going to be looking over your shoulder and telling you what to do, how to do it, when to do it. This is more of a life's lesson, if that makes sense. I'm not preaching to you what you need to be doing, how you should be doing it. I do tell you to be kind to your animals, so otherwise don't have to. Okay, so we started out with setting the furnace, the oven. And I'm sure we're going to get into a political talking point about, the oven. Okay, so it's Paragon 4. And then I put a little range top here, and I've bent this so that, anyways, I bent it so that this is the heater for the winter. I just don't want to take it out because it's kind of a neat seat. So this is number 2. So I'll take a sharp implement and I'll scrape 2 in the top of it. Can't be any more simpler. 1, I haven't done anything to these. They didn't move. Nobody touched them. Nobody came in here. There's number 1 on here. Just hack a 1 in there. Number 3. Right? Remember, we went through all of this. We weighed the waxes. We have, if you just give me a sec. Excuse me, kids. Excuse me. We made our list on the bench. Remember when we were weighing all this stuff? And there, you can't see it because of the light, I'm sorry. But number 3 is on there. It's 1.9 grams of sterling silver, and there's 4 of the little MC pin holders. So let's scrape a 3 in here. Okay, and then realistically, you just go over to the garbage can. You know, put everything in the garbage can. Right, guys. Oh, right there. There we go. Lots of spoons around here. So I'm going to take a spoon now because let's grab a crucible. This crucible is going to be in the holder in the casting machine. It's going to fit in there. So it fits in there nicely. But what I do, well, I shouldn't even, one sec though. Oh, these are the small bases. Okay, so that's going to fit in there real nicely. You see how there's an empty cavity, empty hole here. That's where I do the melting. And eventually, with that finger, not the other one, that red is going to be melted out of there. There's going to be an empty cavity inside of here where the MC pin holders were. And that is going to be in the casting machine. And the molten metal will be in here, and it'll be injected through centrifugal force into the flask. But I normally like to just clean up the edge a little bit here, so, right? So there we go. That's the number 3. And then I have my list. Don't lose your list, Frank. And then, so that'll go into the oven. Maybe what I should do is put these down here and set up. And of course, this one here, not of course, this one here is number 4. I just set that up, that's the holders. So, anyways, you see that's a 4. And we'll clean all these up. Get these ready, that's like that. It goes real quick, right? Okay, so, I've already scraped the number 1 on there. I showed you that earlier. I scraped the number 2 on there earlier. This one's all the little MC pins. So There's all sorts of little sprues on there, like the little channels. We'll just clean up the corner of that. Okay. And then, so now we've got all of our flasks there, but we need to edit this so that we could maybe get an angle where we could see into the oven. So, oh, sorry you guys. We should get an angle where we can edit that. So you know what, you guys, I always say this, or I hope I do, clean up as you go. There's only me in this studio, so I only have myself to complain to if it's dirty. I only have myself to appreciate if the place is clean. Clean it up as you go. Put things where they were. Decide where things should go and then put them back where they were, because you know what? Everybody likes a clean studio, okay? Cheers. Okay, so I'm going to stop that. Well, maybe I could move this. Okay, so now we could see inside the oven. Okay, excellent. All right, so this is the thermostat right there. That little spot in the back. Don't put this right there in front of the thermostat where it shorts out. Or eventually this amount of wax is going to catch on fire. So I have a little broken stuff here on the bottom. Put that to the side. Right? So if it catches on fire, and it will, I don't mean this in a bad sort of way, it's going to catch on fire. And the same with this here. So put it to the side. Load your kiln so they're to the side. Not that hard to figure out. Maybe move that forward a little bit. Which one is this? Yeah. And it's all right if they're touching, because they're all going to get up to 30. Like, if you were to see this thing when it's red hot. Okay, so it's all silver. So that's my silver crucible. So check the crucible before you put it in. Yeah, the end of it's broken off a little bit here, but still, all in all, remember what? That's going to fit just fine. Okay. So that looks good. Put it in here. Put it in. Put it in. There we go. Okay. Because we want that crucible to be just as hot as the flask, because we're going to be using that for casting. Okay, so that all looks good. Close that. We've already set the kiln furnace. You know, technically we should have a discussion about what we're going to call it, but I just call it the kiln, the burnout oven, the oven. Okay, my team is wondering where dinner is. We're probably going to go into the house and have some of that nice, I think I was at the end of one of my videos just that I posted today, that pasta sauce I made. I am a little bit of a cook. I don't know if you notice it. I'm a bit of a cook. Oh, boy, they're getting heavy. They're getting big now. It's about maybe 16, 17 pounds. So I'm hoping she's going to roll over to 20 soon. They're only 6 months old. And they're just a team, the two of them. Anyways, this is Tippy. Q-tip. Wait a sec, where is it? Oh. Okay. That was a Q-tip. If you look at it. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's sweet. You got your list. You weighed your waxes. So you weighed your waxes. So when you over on the wax bench, you built the wax item, and then so it doesn't matter if you put 1 in or 10 in, you weighed that. And so now through specific gravity, we can determine how much metal, let's say it's here silver, it's wax is 1, silver is 10, we know that, so it's a straightforward mathematical equation. We can determine the weight of the silver required for casting, and then you add 10% for the sprue button. We're going through all that, I'm trying to explain that. So now you get to see from the wax to the investment to the burnout oven. And I show you how to program the oven. This is what the Paragon. And whether you have one of these or just an old, I have an old oven outside that I had from 25 years ago. It's a straightforward oven. You would turn it on and you would watch it and you would quickly adjust it and everything like that. This, if you're making jewelry, get one of these ovens. It's a no-brainer, because you can program it and you can walk away and you can work and have a good afternoon. Okay, so I think I've said enough, and I think I've shown you enough today. And subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to bring you the best that I can, and try to enjoy yourself. Be kind to your farm animals. Be kind to your animals. If you have dogs, if you have pets, treat them nice.